we are coming in from location, my deck, my porch. Welcome. May 18th, beautiful day. All right, sunny, beautiful. All right, even though today's May 18th, we're actually going to be shooting most of this lesson either on May 19th or May 20th, because today we're doing some grilling and chilling prep work, all right? And when we're grilling, and we're grilling for quality, all right, we need to bring the marinade into the party. And marinades don't just happen in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half hour. It takes a couple days to penetrate that protein, get some great flavor in there, all right? So I recently, as in yesterday, planted some beautiful herbs out here on my porch, okay? See, we have our kind of rail planters here. I got this little guy down here and a couple more over there, all right? It's still too early to go in with the flowers. Mother Nature's a finicky bugger, and I just don't want to get them killed with a slight frost, all right? The herbs will hold up a little better than flowers will. But we're just out here today to snip a little oregano, and then we're actually going to move back inside, all right? All prep work's still going to be done inside, but all cooking outside from now on. That's literally everything. All application of heat will be done outside on the grill for everything. All right, we can see our oregano plant here. All right, we're just going to snip off just a couple of these guys. Okay, we're going to be careful not to absolutely decimate the plant here. They do regenerate fairly quick, but we're just going to take what we need. Oh, there we go. All right, and we're going to head back inside. Now, days like today really, really make me wish I had like an outdoor fridge and an outdoor prep table and an outdoor sink and just everything outside, because it is so beautiful out there. It's 70, 75 degrees, the sun's shining, the birds are chirping, the bugs are biting. But hey, you want to know what? I don't care. Cover me in mosquito bites right now. It sure beats shoveling and snow and mud and gross. All right, bring on the mosquitoes, all right? I'd rather deal with 2 months of mosquito bites all over my body than 2 months of lockdown and quarantine. Thanks, Corona. Anyways, I'm not letting it get me down, and neither should you, okay? So what we're actually prepping up here, guys, and again, this is going to be a lesson that's going to be kind of pieced out a little bit and chopped up together by the time it's all done and posted, is we're going with some MOJO marinated grilled chicken, all right? MOJO, all right, M-O-J-O, is actually Portuguese for sauce. And it is a style of preparation that kind of varies region to region. Different sections of the Caribbean all have their own kind of styles. Originally, again, it's in Portuguese. It comes from the Canary Islands off the western coast of Portugal and Spain. And has a lot to do with spice trades and general food trades and so on. Our version is going to feature a little bit of fresh oregano, but it's going to be very heavy on citrus and garlic, okay? So our MOJO, we're going with the Cuban influence style. I'm not really schooled in that style of cooking per se, but I've had a little bit of it, and I know what I like. I know it tastes good, and we're just kind of going with what tastes good. So we're going with a really big citrus and garlic marinade, basically, for our chicken. All right. So we have here some oranges. We're going to be using the zesting juice from them. Limes, zesting juice from them. Whole garlic. All right. We're going to clean these up and just crush the cloves. All right, our oregano, freshly snipped from my newly planted herb gardens. And then we're going to kick it up a little bit with a little bit of chipotle chili. So we're kind of going cross-cultural here. This is just paprika. And then we have a little bit of cumin. And then it's going to have olive oil, salt, pepper. All right, so we're not talking this crazy outlandish thing. All right, in fact, we're looking at stuff you can all buy right down the street at, Whitefield Market for... absolutely completely normal prices that you would for anything else. So we're kind of using what we have on hand here and what's available at our grocery store and going a little ethnic with it. And, warmer weather, it makes me think I want to be on the beach somewhere. All right, so that's why we're going kind of the Cuban style here, all right? So we're going to put together a little bit of mise en place montage video, all right, that's going to be dropped in later in the lesson here. And you're going to see how this kind of all goes together. And we're going to let this chicken marinate for 2 days. All right, at least 2 days, actually. I'm going to be doing some work on my intro to culinary class tomorrow, where we are also going to be heading out to the grill. So we got all kinds of fun stuff on tap. Weather's warming up, finally nice out. And I look forward to seeing you guys out on the grill. Peace. All right, guys, welcome back to my porch, my grill. It is now May 21st, 2020, and we are here for part 2 of episode 1 of Grilling and Chilling. Okay, some of you were just actually on a live feed with me where we showed you some of our mise en place and some of what we did, and we talked about what we've already gotten prepped up, which if you're now watching on the actual lesson, you've already seen a lot of that. But we have our grill is ready to go, and we are going to get our chicken that we had marinated up the other day in our MOJO style on the grill. Now, this is chicken on the bone. It's got the skin on it. It is full muscle protein. When you are cooking full muscle protein and you are cooking meat on the bone, it takes longer than processed food. It takes longer than boneless food. And you need to be aware of that when you're jumping into this here, okay? So my grill is behind me here, and it's all ready to go. We're going to take a look at that here in a second. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go right ahead, and we're going to switch over to the mobile cam, and we are going to get that chicken cooking on the grill, and we're going to talk a little bit about what we're doing over here, all right? All right, so we're here. Charcoal today, guys. I prefer to cook over charcoal. All right, and for those of you who were in with me just a few minutes ago, okay, I talked to you a lot about the reasons why. It's just a lot more of a cleaner and pure taste, and not nearly as processed. I mean, there's still some chemical components in here, and I did need to use charcoal lighter fluid to get it going. But we're going to first start by getting the chicken ready, but we're actually going to bring a little smoke into the party here. Okay, now I have here are some cherry wood smoking chips, okay, and we're going to take just a small handful of these, and I am going to put them in this little cast iron pan. Okay, not many, just a little bit, and we're adding smoke for flavor. And I'm literally going to put this pan down in on the coals. See that? Right down in on there, okay? That pan is going to get rip-roaring hot, and those chips are going to start smoking, and that's going to add a little flavor to our party here, okay? I'm using cherry wood today. So, we're going to let those get going here and pop our chicken on. Alright, so we have over here some different charcoals, okay? We have our traditional charcoal briquettes here, which these are basically just made from like oil byproduct, wood chips, sawdust, and God knows what other chemicals, and then pressed into this compact little coin here. Those are fine, and I would encourage using these if you're going to be charcoal grilling just like burgers and dogs and sausage and whatnot. But when you're cooking muscle protein, okay, something that's not processed, you know, boning chicken, ribs, steaks, steak tips, and so on, I like to use the lumpwood charcoal that we have right here, okay? And without getting my hand all gross, too bad, okay? You can see that that is like legitimately a spent piece of charred wood, okay? How exactly they do that, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and pretend like I know and spewing culinary fake news, but I just know that it is, you know, a partially charred wood. I guess I could read it on the bag and find out a little information, but from what I know, it's just basically spent charcoal wood, and it is the best thing that you can buy on the market that's going to best replicate cooking over legitimate hardwood. All right, like if you were to, let's say, use your stove wood or go out in the woods and cut down some trees, or just kind of like your, you know, your outside campfire wood. You always want to cook over hardwood. You preferably don't want to cook over pine or softwood, because it kind of gets a little tarry, and there's a lot more creosote to it, and it kind of will give an off-putting flavor. You never heard anyone talk about a pine smoked something, but certainly hardwood smoke. Speaking of which, we're just going to take a peek in here and look at the chips that we put on here. If you can see those smoke fumes that are coming off of there, okay, they're not really generating heat, but what they are generating is flavor. And flavor to definitely help elevate that kind of the essence of that chicken that we're looking for. If we're cooking it over coals, we don't mind that smoky flavor. So we're just going to reinforce that smoky flavor and give it a nice little touch. We have our charcoal lighter fluid over here as well to get our lumpwood started. It does need something to start with. You got to take it easy on this stuff and not put on too much. We certainly don't want our food to just taste like fuel when we're cooking over it. But also, be sure to give yourself plenty of time to allow that to cook out and get your coals nice and white hot and kind of glowing amber before you put your food on. Now, here's our chicken from the other day, guys, okay? It has been marinating now for 3 days. And I'm going to tell you, there is a lot of flavor going on here, okay? You can see all that marinade in here. It smells fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to this all being done, okay? So, we're going to start with the flesh side down first, okay? So we're actually going to go up here on the top rack, so we're not within super direct of the heat here, okay? And we're going to load that right up. Getting our thighs on, putting our legs on, offset those so they don't crowd the grill. Oh man, all kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, and looks like I had more legs than I thought. I had 8 legs. 8 legs? 3 thighs. I thought I had 4 thighs. Oh, must be crazy. Alright, so I'm kind of out of room here on the top rack, so what I don't want to do is put this chicken directly over the heat. Okay, I'm going to move it off to the offset over here. Now I'm going to close this up, okay, and I'm going to take a real close look at my thermometer here, okay, and that tells me what the internal temperature is. Now first I'm going to allow it to rise up to what its exact internal temperature is just going to be with the heat source, and then we're going to show you how to regulate that. Alright, so we're ready for our first flip here, folks, okay? Those coals are still white hot down there, and this bad boy's running at about 400 degrees right now, which is right in the sweet spot we want. Ooh, look at that. Getting some golden brown here, okay? Ooh, look at that. All right, now we got to be real careful when we go to the heavy skin side, because it will have a tendency to flare up on us with all that fat, okay? I'm actually going to move some of these pieces down to the not so super hot spot down low. I think we're safe to do that. And still just being very cautious that we don't burn up now, okay? We don't want to ruin this beautiful food by not paying attention. Okay, so we got our first flip there. Our chips still got a little smoke action going on, and we're just going to leave them be, and we're going to close it up. Okay. Now we're going to watch here on this temperature dial. All right, and we're going to see that's going to slowly go up. Now, if we thought this grill was getting too warm, we can adjust our chimney here, okay, and cut it off. All right. Fire needs oxygen to burn hot, so the more oxygen we let in, okay, between our chimney and our side flue over here, okay, all right, we can actually control our temperature on the inside. But since it was going at about 400, we're going to let it stay there. Now we got a whole ton of love going on in here, and I don't want to open that back up because I don't want to let all that beautiful smoke flavor escape. I want that to permeate and get inside of our chicken, all right, because that's just like a whole lot of love, and we don't want to go through this whole process of creating that flavor and then just losing it and letting it evaporate out in the air. Okay, so we're gonna move our chicken around here a little bit. Actually, I already did it, and you can see that we're cooking up here really well, okay? I'm avoiding that center hot spot right there, just because, again, I certainly don't want that to flame up or let the fat dripping off of the skin to kind of get in there and really raise hell down in our grill. We want to avoid that. But I really needed to liberate our top shelf so we can get our carrots going that we're going to go take a look at here in a second. But before we add something to that grate, we need to clean it. So I got this little brush. Carrots here that we actually left the peels on. You don't have to always peel carrots, so we left the peels on here, kind of give it a wholesome rustic approach, and we just split them and then coated them with some olive oil. We did salt, pepper, and some cinnamon actually, and the cinnamon actually kind of adds almost kind of like a spicy smokiness to it when it gets a lot of heat to it, and it just kind of gives us a little bit of a different layer of flavor there. Okay, so we're going to pop these guys right up here on the top rack, okay? And we're just leaving them big and long and kind of whole like that. That's like completely okay. So now we're going to get this closed up, and just beforehand we're going to double check. See, ooh, look at that. Ooh, we're going to flip that guy over. We're going to flip that guy over. We're going to flip that guy over. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. That's good. Okay. And then we're going to close this up. Alright, so we're back over here, and I got to tell you, this just looks spectacular. I mean, we're getting there, but we're not done yet. If you would just look at that glistening, shiny, beautiful golden brown we got here. Oh my Lord, this looks wonderful. Okay, just spectacular, okay? So these still got a ways to go, and we are like seeing, all right, the beautiful golden brown that you want on a grill, and not like golden black, all right, and soot and gross, okay? We'll check in on our carrots up here, and they're really starting to look nice, okay? We can spread those out a little bit. We'll put the flesh side down now. Okay, make sure that they're all getting cooked evenly. All right, we're still holding at a good 400, 350 degrees here, guys. So nothing is in danger of getting too hot. And you know, we're not really in danger of losing our heat either. But if we were, we could always just add some more charcoal right on top of those hot ambers. No lighter fluid, and they will heat right up and activate and fuel that heat source in order for us to keep effectively grilling here. Because I'll tell you, we're certainly chilling. I mean, this is just absolutely spectacular day out here. I can't even begin to tell you how nice it is. I mean, look at the yard's looking good. Look at everything's greening up. See, look at my tree over here, all right? What do we name him? Biff, if you remember. Remember Biff the tree over here? Naturally just grew out of the ground. Okay, look at the grass is coming in over here. We got dandelions. I actually got to cut the grass. Okay, the herb plants are all in. They're looking awesome. All right, neighbor's kids are over there running through the hose and having a great time. You know, I might even go run through the hose. Who knows? I'll turn the sprinkler on and just jump through that bad boy like 8-year-old chef would have done back in the day. Okay, when the old man was out grilling and I was chilling. But now I'm grilling and chilling at the same time. It's the best of all worlds, all right? So we're going to let this keep doing its thing, and then we're going to be back, and we're going to add the last kind of side to the party in here on the grill, and we're going to talk about that when we return. Oh, good lordy. Look at this. All right, now that's about as dark as we want to go, but that skin is certainly nice and crisp, okay? Look at this. Oh, mother of God. Okay, we are in like a new level here of love. Okay, we're just gonna hit this with a little bit of finishing salt here because this is basically done. Okay, I popped the probe in there a few minutes ago. Sorry I didn't catch the footage of that, but we're right where we want to be at about 163, 64. All right, so we're bringing a little tropical fruit into the party here today, and that is actually in the form of pineapple. Pineapple tremendously lends itself well to grilling. Not all fruit is good grilled. Certainly don't try and grill watermelon or any type of melon. It's gross. It just tastes like disgusting rancid squash if you try and cook it. But peaches grill well, plums grill well, even apples grill well. Certainly pineapple grills well. And any fruit that has a lot of fiber to it and a high moisture content will hold up and not get a mangled mess on the grill. All right, pineapple, I think it was the first fruit that I did learn how to grill. And what we've done with our pineapple is we drizzled it with a little bit of olive oil here. We salted and peppered it. And then we hooked it up with a little bit of the maple sugar here, okay? Fuller Sugar House owned from right up the road in Lancaster, okay? Support your local business, all right? They need us right now. Big time that they need us right now, all right? Corona's definitely got them down too, all right, guys? Hang in there. So we left the cores right in, but you can see that we peeled it. We certainly don't want any of that non-edible part. And believe it or not, you can eat pineapple cores. If you don't want to chew on it all day, you can simply just cut around it. But for the sake of it holding up well on the grill, we simply left the cores right in there. Okay? So that's going to be the last thing that we put on because it's going to take the least amount of time. We certainly wouldn't cook that first and then have it kind of hang out and get limp and old. But we are... Whoa, we are a lot closer than I think we realize here, Chef. Okay, look at that. That looks spectacular, right? We're gonna have to go get the meat thermometer here from inside and make sure that when we think this is done, that we're properly checking it to make sure that the internal temperature is up to FDA guidelines. Which, does anyone remember what that is? Do we remember we did the roasted chickens for the pot pie during the velouté lesson? 165. 165 degrees. Now, if it's a degree or two under, it's okay. With carryover cooking, the energy that is still inside of the protein, if we were to take it off at 163, it would rise up to 165 in a few minutes and be fine, okay? Check in on our carrots here. If they're starting to get, like, see this guy? we're actually going to take him off and set him down right over here. All right, that guy's done. Okay, this one not quite. All right, we'll look for our skinny ones first. That's no. So yeah, this one's good. Okay, look at those. Those are delicious looking, and I think they just look really cool. All right, leave it alone. The carrot's delicious all by itself. Okay, we don't have to over manipulate it. Add a little seasoning on there, a little fun, and hit it with the fire. Okay, our carrots, we're gonna take these now, and actually they're all pretty much good. I'm actually gonna move them down low over here to let them finish off, to kind of make way for our pineapple down low. Okay, so if we kind of cluster these kind of over here and tuck them in with the chicken, that's completely fine. Okay, we're going to pick and give it a little scrape, make sure it's resurfaced well. Okay, we are so close now, and I am like getting hungry. Now, I'm not eating this all myself. I actually am delivering this. All right, Chef's Delivery Service is back open, and to some friends of mine who I really hope they enjoy this. But look at that smoke billowing out of there. All right, and that's good smoke. That's not like flame up nasty smoke. That's lovely smoke. Okay, so we're gonna go in there and we're gonna go take a look at this, and I think we're like dangerously close, and we're gonna be ready to add our pineapple on there and get that grilled up too and get this all wrapped up. And now we're gonna pop our seasoned side of our pineapple right down here on the grill. Okay, and then we're gonna hit it with some seasoning right on top of the unseasoned side. Okay, no more oil. We got enough of that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. 10 spots, 10 slices. Good, good, good. Maple sugar here. Okay. Some salt. All right, let's see if I can... this is going to be tough. I'm just going to put some pepper on here and set the camera down for a second. And now we're going to add a little bit of our chipotle powder, okay? The sweet from the maple sugar and then just the tiny touch of the heat is actually a nice combination. But we're not going to go too crazy, just a slight sprinkle of that, all right? Now, chipotle is a smoked chili pepper, okay? You can use jalapenos, you can use any type of a hot sweet chili pepper there, and it's just simply the pepper that has been smoked, and now in powder form it has been obviously dried up, desiccated, and ground up into a powder. Okay, again, these guys, we're actually going to move these off to the side over here, okay, and let those finish up over here on the slow side. Okay, these guys, we're actually going to move them over here. Okay. These, we're going to get the thighs right out of the way now. They're good to go. Okay. Look at our beautiful carrots over here. Push those off to the back. Okay. And we're going to close this up. And then we're going to be back to turn over that pineapple here in a few minutes. And we should be ready to wrap this up, guys. All right, so Grilling and Chillin' Volume 1 is going really well here, and I got to tell you, I'm very excited to see the response from the people that I share this with. And I've told some of you before, you know, one of the biggest reasons why I love cooking is I get a lot of joy and satisfaction out of making other people happy. Okay, I'm a giver. I enjoy sharing my talents and abilities and resources with others. That kind of fuels my inner heart and soul, and it's just one of the things that really makes me happy in life. If I can help make other people happy, that makes me happy. And you know, I don't always focus on me being happy first, but me becoming happy is a byproduct of making other people happy, and I just think that that's a great way to go about life, and it keeps us all in a much better position mentally. Okay, so we're going to check back in a few minutes, and we're going to get this wrapped up. We're back over here reporting from our oregano plant, okay? And we're going to snip just a little bit of this for garnish, all right? Because why not kind of liven it up a little bit? We can certainly do that. Okay. We had oregano in our rub marinade, so it would certainly make sense for us to take a little bit of it to garnish our dish up. All right, so we're back now, and we're actually going to move these pineapples now down here closer to the coals, and just kind of hurry them along over here since everything else is done. And you know, we don't really want to cook these through. We're just going to kind of give them that grilled flavor, all right? Carrots are going to go back up top here. Now, one of the secrets to grilling really well, guys, is you can't just let food sit in one spot here, okay? Give it a little heat, take it away. Give it a little heat, take it away. Give it a little heat, take it away. When I'm grilling and I have friends over, sometimes they almost get irritated with me. I'll do grilled chicken wings, and they'll be on that grill. They'll be on the grill here for an hour. They'll be like, "Hey man, are those wings done yet?" I'm like, "Guys, shut up. All right, be patient here. Okay, good things take time. Good things take time. All right, and we don't want to rush it. Now, we could have certainly just blasted this chicken and got it done. But what we're going to end up having is chicken that's overcooked on the outside and then cooked fine in the middle. We're looking for that nice, good, even distribution and application of heat all the way through, all right? Gentle, slow and low, even on the grill. You don't have to try and cook everything so fast all the time, especially when we're at home. I know we're under a lot of pressure when we're in the business or if we're serving guests and we're on a, you know, a strict timeline, but we're not on a strict timeline at home. Let food take the amount of time that it deserves to cook properly. Okay guys, we're at that point now. We're gonna start taking stuff off here, all right? We just turned the pineapple over, okay? And you can see how it's kind of caramelizing up on the edges here, and it certainly picked up that grilly, smoky flavor. So we're gonna take our carrots off, okay? Right over here in our little takeout pans. There we go. Okay. Chicken leg here. All right. Another one. There we go. Oh man. Oh, good Lord. This is just heaven. Heaven. Okay. I'm pretty stoked on this, guys. I am really stoked on this. Okay, pop our thighs up here. Oh yeah. And then look at this, okay? See how that pineapple's kind of gotten soft? All right, we don't want it to get mushy on here. So these are good to go, all right? So we're gonna take these off. Look at that. Okay, so we're all set now with our grill. We're gonna give it a scrape here while it's hot because we don't want all that nastiness to stick on there. And if we wanted to continue to cook, we could cook it right about 300 degrees for probably, we have about another hour's worth of cook time on what's in here. In order for this to cool down, we're just gonna leave it alone, okay? I'm actually gonna be grilling again later today, later this afternoon, so I will empty out the coals and fire it back up again, but I don't need to do anything with them now. The safest place for them is just leave them alone. Don't try and remove them when they're hot. You don't want to get coals on your porch and then light it on fire. That would be a disaster. Okay, so just leave it alone. All right, so look at that. We got Some oregano leaves for garnish. There we go. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. All across. We're going to hit it with just a little bit of finishing salt. And we're actually going to give it just a sprinkle of maple sugar across everything. Alright guys, so that's it. That's Grilling and Chilling Volume 1 here, alright? Cuban style, MOJO marinated grilled chicken, legs and thighs, some cinnamon grilled roasted carrots, and then we have some chipotle and maple sugar grilled pineapple, alright? So we're kind of all across the board here, okay? And we're all over the place because, hey, why not? Alright, what else? It's quarantine, we're in lockdown, we're still at home. Hey, some places are starting to open back up, and that really makes me happy, okay? The restaurant industry is slowly coming back after being shuttered for basically 2 months. So that's great news for our craft, guys. That's great news. All right. So yeah, we kind of went with the no holds barred, kind of all across the board, Latino Caribbean grill action going on here. And I hope we've done justice by these ingredients, and I know that we're certainly going to do justice by the people's taste buds who get to eat this. So, signing off for today, guys. Look forward to this one going out, and I look forward to you guys all watching it, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you get an opportunity to get out on your grills on this Memorial Day weekend that's coming up, okay, here. That's, I hope we all understand the premise of Memorial Day, and that's to honor our fallen soldiers in the line of duty. Okay, so God bless you all, and God bless all those who are serving. All right, I hope you all come home safe and sound from wherever you may be at the time, okay, currently. So, signing off for today, guys, and we want you to just start grilling and start grilling good. All right? We'll see you next time. Peace.